And then Hanyotis and Theros can pull the boat up to the cove, and Casey and Craig can... They can go and meet it, and... Who knows, Mama, if you're lucky, you may have your husband and your son home for late dinner.
There's still 1,000 things that could go wrong, Margo.
Okay, hold still. That'll make you feel better.
What's in there?
Oh, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, because you are vitamin deficient, my friend. Now listen very carefully. This plan is going to go into action when they come to the dinner trays, okay?
Come on. I'm in no condition to do anything. You better just go without me.
You can just forget about that idea, pal. We have 2 reservations on this boat back to Greece. Now, you just got to listen to me, okay? You just listen and follow my lead. You got it? Right? You just keep thinking about Sierra, you keep thinking about Brian, and you're going to be fine. You'll get lucky. Maybe you can even call her up and wish her a happy anniversary. All right? That's it. That's it. Your head's clear?
Yeah.
All right. Now, we're going to go over this plan one more time, okay? You got to get it straight.
Okay.
And this is the first thing we have to do.
Now, Bob, I really think you ought...
Go through this again. There's the players. There's Kamal. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, this is the guy who sold you to Kamal. He's the guy who also wears the game. He's the one who's gonna come back and pick us up. Okay? Pick us up.
Pick us up.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna come back and pick us up. But not until after...
After what?
He's gonna come back and pick us up after the invasion.
What?
Yeah, the invasion, you know? Theros hates Kamal, you see, because Kamal has been giving him these bargain basement prices on all these hostages that he's bringing over here, and Theros doesn't like that. So he's bringing at least 100 guys with him from his native land. You know, those fierce soldiers, the
fanatics,
right,
fearless
things. You understand, right? Okay. Now, Theros is going to land at sundown. Now, here's the important part. He's landing on the west shore. You got that?
Yeah. West. Where the sun goes down. West, that was.
Right. As soon as Theros has defeated Kamal, he's going to come back and pick us up.
Right.
Okay? You got any questions?
Yeah. What's going to stop Kamal from killing us once he...
He's going to be busy on the west shore. And if you got any more bright ideas, keep them to yourself, okay? Kamal is not going to say a word or harm another hair on your head just as soon as I tell him... Just as soon as I tell him that you're the son of James Stenbeck.
The patient seems to have regained his strength. You are a fine doctor.
Mr. Kamal, we didn't hear you knock. How long have you been listening at the door?
Long enough to know the name of my guest at last. It's an honor, Mr. Stenbeck.
What did you want to talk to me about?
It's about Laura.
I'll get that.
I thought it was time you knew the truth about her, Dr. Hughes.
Well, Laura doesn't work here anymore.
I know. She told me that she got a job full-time at the television station.
I had no idea that you knew Laura. I've never seen you together.
I know, Mrs. Mitchell. Look, I really don't...
Hi. Did you tell him?
I haven't told him anything. I don't know where to begin.
Well, why don't you begin with the night in Elmwood Park?
Dr. Hughes, the night that you met Laura, when you came to help her in the park, the man she was running away from was me.
Did you come and have lunch with me at that little place around the corner?
Oh, I would love to. I do have to speak to Kim first. I'll meet you there.
I'm glad that you're back from Toronto, Kim. I hear it was a great remote.
Well, I think it's going to be a good show, but I'm sure glad to be home.
Sure. I guess that you're going to miss having your babysitter around now that she's my full-time assistant. I'll see you in a few minutes. Bye, Kim.
Yeah, why? I think maybe I'm suffering from jet lag or something. Whatever makes any sense. Whatever do you mean? Well, when I called Leanne from Toronto this morning, she said that you weren't feeling well enough to come to work, and I come in here, and here you are not only working, but I find out that you're Herb's assistant, and yet before I left, you turned Lucinda down when she offered you that job. Kim, that's why I said we had to talk. I know you're confused. I want to thank you for everything you've done for me. I'm really going to miss taking care of little Chris in that beautiful house. But I can't work there anymore, so I took this job. Well, yes, I understand. This is going to be very demanding on your time. No, Kim, you don't understand. It's just that the situation at your house got too uncomfortable. What situation? Of course. You don't know, do you? Bob wouldn't have told you. Told me what? About his feelings for me. Kim, I wish I had left the first night he told me he loved me and wanted. I'm surprised that you couldn't tell what was going on. I tried to put a stop to it right from the beginning, but Bob's feelings were just so out of control. It started the moment we met in Elmwood Park when he saved me. I felt attracted to him even then. And then my feelings grew even stronger when I started working at the house. And he was always there, showing such small kindnesses, till the inevitable happened. Laura, I think that I should straighten you out on some things. I know my husband very well. I trust him. And I don't believe this for a minute, so you can stop the performance right now. You're angry. Oh, I am much more than angry. Well, I expected that. It's only natural. Kim, I just don't want to sound like this was all Bob's fault. I should have been stronger. But he just kept pursuing me and kept telling me that we could be together without hurting you. I finally gave in to my feelings because I was falling in love with him. And then that first night I went to Nancy's. And he came over and saw me. Very embarrassing. But let me show you this, and then you'll be convinced that I'm not lying. I am not going to go along with this. Listen to what he wrote me. To the woman I fell hopelessly in love with. If I have any regrets at all, it's that it didn't happen much sooner in my life. My love always. Listen to me. This isn't going to work, Toots. You have miscalculated. Oh, good, there you are. Listen, we're going to start the edit on those Toronto tapes later today, and I was hoping you could be there. I'll let you know later. I'm on my way home. You haven't been home yet? My gosh, they're going to think we lost you at the Toronto airport. Now, there's a woman who has her priorities straight. She always thinks of her family first. Phil, I've never seen anybody who's so in love with her husband. It's true. You know, the last few months I've spent with them, gosh, it's just restored my faith in some old-fashioned values. Yeah. Listen, Laura, I never really congratulated you on your promotion. Herb Petrie must have really wanted you as his assistant. Well, thank you. Oh, you just reminded me I have to meet him for lunch. I don't want to be late. Oh, well, I wouldn't want to hold you up. You have a nice lunch. Thank you.
I have a lot to explain about that evening. I know that what you saw scared you.
Well, when I hear a woman screaming for her life, it tends to get my attention.
She wasn't in danger for her life.
Leanne, I thought you were taking care of Chris.
Yes, he's sleeping now.
Look, we're having a conversation here. Would you mind?
No, I understand. Why don't I make some lunch, okay?
Thank you. You'll have to excuse me. I didn't want my daughter to hear all the details about your attack on Laura.
There was no attack.
And why was she running away from you, screaming?
Laura was upset that I tracked her down. You see, I just found her a minute before you came running up. And she overreacted, as she will. She's high-strung.
Let me stop you there. I misunderstand when you use the words tracked her down. How long have you known Laura?
My whole life. Laura Simmons is my older sister.